remember his name. He used to be real good. His initials are MJ. Michael Jordan. I remember when he was the best player in the game of basketball. When he was in high school his first year, he got cut from his team. He wasn't good enough to play. His team's in the state championship that year. They're running to the bench. Somebody's throwing them towels so they can wipe the sweat off of them. Guess who it was? Michael Jordan. He didn't run off and hack. He didn't run off and quit. He made up his mind, what? I'll never get cut again, will I? And look what he became. Having a passion for the game also means you have to have passion for other things. School, education. Nobody can take your education away from you. One day you'll be grown, you'll be married, you'll have kids, you'll have a fine house, you'll have a luxury car. Somebody can come in and steal your car, burn down your house, run off with your wife, but they can never take your education away from you. Now shoot a ball. It hits the bottom of the net. That's an A. It hits the rim. It goes in. That's a B. It hits the rim. Hits the backboard. It goes in. That's a C. It hits the rim. Falls off. That's a D. Guess what an F is? And we don't want any air balls. We don't want any of y'all shooting any air balls at school. Now, there are certain qualities that are going to help you get to where you want to get. The first one we call seasoning opportunity. There was a baseball team in the 1920s, considered the greatest baseball team in the history of the game, called the New York Yankees. The manager of that team was a guy named Miller Huggins, the skip. They call him the skip. He was in charge. The skip liked to come in the dugout every day and read out the starting lineup. Starting at shortstop, Tony Lazard. Yay! Left field, Tommy Holmes. Yay! Right field, Babe Ruth. Yay! Behind the plate, Bill Dickey. Yay! First base, Wally Pitt. Yay! Oh, Wally had a great day. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and he stole 2 bases. And he was so slow, he had to start out 1 time zone to get into the other when he stole the base. So while he was feeling good, he says, look what I've done with all these great players. I'm going to go out and celebrate. He went out and he celebrated too long. He got to feeling terrible. He was sick. He had a headache. The next day he comes back from the stadium. His head's bigger than the Goodyear blimp that goes around the stadium. So here comes the skip. They're playing the Red Sox. They got a big game. He's coming out the starting lineup. Starting at shortstop, Tony Lazard. Yay! Left field, Tommy Holmes. Yay! Right field, Babe Ruth. Yay! Behind the plate, Bill Dickey. Yay! First base, Wally Pitt. Can't go to skip. I don't feel good. Celebrated too much. I got a headache. I got blisters on my feet. They hurt. Skip didn't bat eye, looked at me in the bench. He said, hey, Lou, get in from Wally Pitt. Now, you don't know much about Lou. When he was growing up, he was a little fat, round homeboy. He wasn't real good. He played on his neighborhood team. Every time they lost a game, it was his fault. He'd strike out, he'd throw the ball away, he'd miss a catch. So one day they're playing for the city championship. They're ahead 1 run, 2 outs, and then on second and third, they hit a routine ground ball to shortstop. He picks it up, he throws it over to first. Lou reaches out and misses the ball. Both runs score, they lose 1 run. Shortstop's mad. He runs over and says, "You sorry, Lou, you no good. Throw his glove Lou wasn't that kind of guy. Lou would have always won the sportsmanship award, like we did here at the Southern Camp. He looked at Johnny and said, Johnny, you know you're right. I've cost you a few games. But I'm going to tell you something right now. From this day on, I'm going to work harder and harder on the game. I'm going to do something. One day you're going to hear about me in the game of baseball. Johnny looks back and goes, yeah, we're going to hear about you one day. Now we're back in the stadium. You remember Wally couldn't go, could he? Skip looked down at the bench and said, hey, Lou, get in for Wally Pitt for the next 2,130 games. Did you hear what I said? 2,130 consecutive games. Lou, the Iron Horse Garrett, started for the New York Yankees because Wally Pitt had a headache. He played with pulled groins, bruised muscles, busted thighs. 2,130 games, only to take himself out. When he came down with a disease, it was incurable. Today we call it what? The Lou Gehrig disease. So the movie out. On the internet right now, they ask you to vote for your favorite sports movies of all time. It's called The Pride of the Yankees. It's one of my favorite movies. And there Gary Cooper plays Lou Gehrig. And they have a day for Lou Gehrig. I just found out this year was on July the 4th. What a great day to have Lou Gehrig. What a great day to have Lou Gehrig. And he's standing at the microphone. And he's saying, I am the luckiest person in the world. This is the greatest day of my life. Guess who's sitting 3 rows behind first base dugout? Wally Pitt. So anytime you get the opportunity,